What's up, guys? Welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs. It's time for us today to talk about Khalil Jacobs, the transfer linebacker coming out of South Alabama, who is now committed to Mizzou. Before we begin, please, guys, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on X. All right. Khalil Jacobs is, linebacker, as I said, South Alabama, 6'2", 218. There's some discussion if he's undersized and all that. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Originally from Niceville, Florida, kind of Destin, Panhandle type area of Florida. And, it's a nice pickup for Missouri for no other reason. You've got yourself a linebacker for 2 years. All right. A lot of these portal guys are in their final year, either grad transfer or, for whatever reason, using their final year elsewhere. Well, Jacobs has 2 years remaining. So that's nice. It's a luxury to have the guy for 2 years. You look at the stats for 2023, and it's kind of well-rounded. All right. Nothing is just mind-blowing in terms of sheer numbers, but a little bit of everything. 56 tackles, 8.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and he had a pick. So making things happen in a variety of ways. When it comes to who was after Jacobs, who Missouri beat out, well, you're talking about a couple of, at least present SEC powers, Alabama and Ole Miss, and then Auburn as well. So there was a lot of thought for a while that he was going to stay in state and it'd be Bama or Auburn. And Ole Miss was a factor as well. But at the end of the day, Jacobs following his old defensive coordinator, Corey Batoon, to Mizzou. So, even though his head coach is now the D coordinator at Bama, there's a lot of thought there, but at Mizzou. Now for the film, the first thing you notice is speed. There is an absolute speed element to Jacobs' game, which you don't always see at the linebacker position. All right. But he's also not a super small guy who they happen to stick at backer. 6'2", 218, maybe a little bit lighter than you might expect. But when you compare with what Missouri has had, it's actually not very underweight. It's not far off. So when you compare, especially with the fact that I'd expect him to be more of an outside linebacker, I don't think size is an issue. There is enough power, make no mistake, but speed. And there's an absolute speed element, and it'll show up on the blitz. If he doesn't get blocked or at least chipped, he is on the quarterback like that. And he will bring a hit. He will lower the boom when he gets the quarterback. And he'll do it in general. He has the power to play linebacker. I mean, he's not little. He hits hard. And with that speed, he is capable of defending the pass from the linebacker position, something Missouri, I won't say they've struggled with, but the linebackers they've had have not been as good in pass defense as you might need out of a championship defense. And that's honestly what Missouri's trying to get to. That's the next step. So for Missouri, it's, as I just kind of alluded to, this is depth. Jacobs may challenge for a starting spot. We'll see. If not, he's going to play, I imagine. He has the skill set to defend the pass, which it kind of sets him apart. So he'll play, if for no other reason that he has different skill set. Maybe it is this 3rd and long where he's the pass coverage backer. Maybe that happens. We'll see. But this is one that for Mizzou, while there's things you could always get better at when it comes to what Missouri had coming back in linebacker, Chuck Hicks, Tristan Newsome, so forth. This was not a clear need. This was a want. And that's where Missouri is in terms of building a roster. It's tweaks. It is who's out there that we can get. There are no glaring holes on the roster, and now it's just figuring out what could use a little bit of depth. So it's a nice position to be in. It really is. And it should give everybody confidence that this is the type of guy that you're going after when it's a want and not a need, and you're still beating out Bama, Ole Miss, and Auburn. It's a strong move by Missouri. Let's make no mistake. That's all I've got, guys. Kind of a quick video here, but it's a good one. You know, Khalil Jacobs, heck of a pickup, I think. It's one that you're not always going to hear his name, I don't think, but out of the blue, he's going to come up with some huge plays, I think, this season. We'll see. Anyways, keep tuned here to Under the Arch Sports for all the Mizzou coverage in the offseason and everything going on in the world of St. Louis sports. Thank you guys for watching.